Welcome back to Rangers of the Lost Park. I'm Liz Crandall, and this is a podcast about all things public lands and outdoors, focusing on conservation, preservation, environmental protections, and advocacy for rangers and outdoor enthusiasts alike. If you've never been here before, welcome. If you have, welcome back. Michaela could not join us today, but I have a really awesome guest, our first returner. We've haven't had a returner guest yet, and my sister Sarah is here today with us. But before I dive into talking to Sarah and asking her some questions about our topic today, I want to talk about
couldn't get enough of the badger, huh?
No, couldn't get enough of the badger. We have to get more. But before we get into that, I just want to give a little intro into what we're going to be talking about today. It's a little different than our normal episodes. So today I want to talk about what's going on in the world, but in a different way. I want to talk about how there's so much bad news constantly circulating, and that oftentimes we humans feel succumb to it in a variety of different emotions. It's really important that we honor ourselves, take care of ourselves, and make sure that we're doing the best we can to stay above water. This can be really difficult when everything seems to be falling apart around us, from shootings to government corruption to public lands being potentially for sale to inflation and prices going up and houses being unaffordable, food being unaffordable. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. There's just so much, and oftentimes is extremely overwhelming and very exhausting. Some people have to completely shun the news and pay no mind to it because if they do, they're worried that they will fall into a pit of hopelessness and stress, which is valid, super valid, but obviously we're not meant to be living under a rock. We need to pay attention because it's not just our duty, but it's also important because we need to stay informed just in case. It's often seen as a privilege that people such as white people are able to just turn a blind eye and not do anything or pay attention to what's happening, because a lot of marginalized and underrepresented communities don't have that opportunity. They have to pay attention to their safety, and oftentimes that leads to a lot of guilt tripping. It leaves people feeling divided, and there's unrest and arguments. Again, I'm not saying this is not invalid, I'm just saying that this is what happens. So I think it's really important, and this is just my personal opinion here, that we take a chance to talk about it in a light way and how we can find joy through it all. The reason I want to do an episode on this is because I can see people around me feeling extremely overwhelmed and depressed, and I don't blame them. I often feel that way as well. And how we respond to that determines our resilience and how much we can withstand. It doesn't mean we're weak. It doesn't mean we're stronger than anyone else necessarily. It just shows who we are as a person and what we're capable of. The people that want you to feel low, that want you to feel down, that want you to be in despair, they thrive off of you melting away, withering away, and giving up. But we can't have that. We can't let them have that. So what do we do? How do we approach this topic? How do we talk about it? How do we find joy when it feels like we can't? I don't have a straight answer for you. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a former ranger, now environmental activist, and a person who cares deeply about those around me. So in lieu of all of this, I just want to have some good conversations, and I want to be able to navigate through this in some way, whether that's you, listener, hearing this episode and finding some kind of relief or validation, or maybe it encourages you to talk with somebody else who might be feeling similarly to those sentiments I just shared. Whatever the outcome is, I just hope that you're okay and that I know we can get through this together. Humans are meant to be in a community, and so community-driven initiatives and ways of thinking are crucial to getting through hard times like we're experiencing right now. With all that being said, I have with me today, again, my dear, lovely sister, who, listeners, you know her from before.
Hi.
Her name is Sarah, and she has previously been on here to talk about She's been on here to talk about some crazy topics, including eating badger, going to bogs, rare plant species, as well as her work in natural resources as a botanist, firefighter, and wildlife biologist. She is a determined student with a strong head on her shoulders and an intense personality that is not for the meek. She is a force to be reckoned with, but just like anyone else, she still has times that are hard to get through, especially with everything that's happening in our country and in our world and our society as human beings. She's also a great comedic relief, so if you need just a weird laugh, she's here for you today.
Well, I'm always having a hard time, to be honest.
I mean, same.
My whole life.
So with that, welcome, Sarah, to Rangers of the Lost Park podcast.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
It's
nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. So my first question on this topic is, how do you get through bad news? What do you do? What are your tactics for...
Guys, don't look at it.
Just don't look at it.
I just I just disassociate and just hope for the best. And then I find out everything through my sister. That's partly true. Or, you just embrace the suck. Like my mentors in the Wildland Fire world would tell me to do that seem to always solve my
Embrace
problems.
the suck. Yeah, they say that a lot.
They say that pain is just weakness leaving the body. No. Realistically, though, these days I won't lie. Like that's pretty accurate. Like I don't look at the news very much. Luckily, like I said, I am informed though because my sister is so good at it. So it's nice because I kind of have my own like personal news source and current event source, like my sister. Seriously. So every time I see her, she fills me in on the next new thing, and so I'm like actually very up to date because of this. So luckily, but I know that not everyone has that. It doesn't have that same opportunity, that same benefit that I have. So for me, everything just feels like it's fallen apart this year and last year. Like just, just this massive, just chaotic.
It's like not even February.
Yeah. It's like, well, this year's already fucked. Like this year's over.
New year, new me.
Yeah, I've already given up on this year. But last year, like it was just like this chaos after chaos and like, letdown after letdown and just it was so traumatizing. And to be honest, I kind of blocked out most of last year. I mean, my sister lost her job, like my job lost funding, and I got a different job somewhere else. I find like peace just in knowing that like there are people like us who really care about this, people like my sister who advocates all this stuff for all this stuff, and talks about the important, difficult, uncomfortable to hear topics. Yeah. And that is one thing that makes me feel really good is that people are still doing this and people are going to continue to do this. And I think that this is going to inspire even more people to do that. And it does seem like that's happening. It seems like more people are kind of starting to wake up and realize how powerful their voice is. And so seeing that is so motivating to me and so inspiring. And, like having that community and having community like this is so important during these times. And so I find peace in knowing that. And I also find peace in knowing that this is a speed bump. It's a relatively large speed bump. It's more like a giant fissure in the earth in the road that you can't really get past right now.
A fissure?
Fissure? Is that the right word?
Like a crack in the road?
Yeah, like a fissure.
Yeah, like a fissure.
Yeah. I think that's the right word.
I just imagined the animal at first. So it's like I guess they're kind of scary.
What's a fissure? Fissure. Oh,
they're like a
mustelid.
weasel.
Yeah. It's like a fissure. A fissure. I don't know.
Is that how you say it? Is it mustelid?
Mustelid.
I always said mustelid.
Mustelid.
Is that wrong?
Who knows? I don't know.
Put in the comments if that's wrong.
Some people say fungi. Some people say fun guy.
Fungi?
Who knows?
Actually hurts my soul. I hate it when people say fungi.
But I've heard scientists.
It's fungi.
I know, but I've heard scientists say that like time and time
again.
They
say it all the like Paul Stamets says it.
Yeah.
He says fungi.
Like all the documentaries, they say fungi. And I'm like, that's not right.
It just doesn't sound right.
It's a fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah. Anyway. But what I was saying though is, in all seriousness, is that this is a speed bump, a fissure, if you will, but it's something that we can't get past. I don't think it's nothing that hasn't happened in the past before. And our generation, this is huge for us. This is traumatizing. This is new. This is just insane for us. But, former generations have seen this stuff and have experienced this stuff time and time and time again.
It's like history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes.
Yeah.
So it's like similar issues, different players.
Exactly. And so this has been happening forever. And, we are naive to all that other stuff behind us because we weren't around then. But I know that things will turn around. I know that deep inside me, even though like I am very cynical these days, more than ever, really.
You're not alone. A lot of people feel that way.
But deep down, I do know that things will get better and things will turn around. And this kind of catastrophic situation, this kind of change, this kind of negativity with our country and our world, this is what elicits change. And so I find peace in that. It's my long answer.
Awesome. I love that. Well, what are some of your tactics for rest and self-care? What do you do to take care of yourself?
I punish myself in the gym. That's one of the,
Do you do like leg day, upper body day, or do you just go all out every day?
No, I just do whatever
every body part.
I just do whatever the
Gets
zoomies tell
wrecked.
me to do. Whatever gets the zoomies out. Yeah, no, really. I basically do like a full body workout every time I work out, and I just go ham and I punish myself. And that makes me feel good after.
Why do you like doing that so much? What is it about that makes you feel good?
Because I deserve it. No, it's like, I already have endless energy. Like I have ADHD and stuff.
Mhm.
And so that's been a huge roadblock my whole life with
Mhm.
everything, is I just get so pent up so easily. And so
Yeah.
I have to physically move my body
Yeah.
in order to find any kind of peace inside my overflowing
Well,
brain.
that's like another piece too, is like mental health is
Yeah.
so important to take care of. And like so many people have all different types of things they're going through. Like some people have ADHD,
Mhm.
some people have depression, or, there's so many different types of mental health issues out there, and like not everything works for everybody. Some things might work for somebody better than it would somebody else. So
Yeah.
okay, so going to the gym, what is something you used to do as a coping mechanism that you've abandoned and you feel better that you don't do that anymore? Is there anything that you used to do that now you're like, yeah, no, that didn't work?
Oh man, so many bad, horrible things.
We don't have to get into like the bad things, obviously.
Murder. I'm just kidding.
I stopped murdering people
Yeah.
and I felt
I
better
feel
about
so
myself.
much better after not doing that. I feel a lot better getting that out of my system. But I had to get out of my system. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, and I started smoking when I was like 12, like really young,
Mhm.
and started smoking a pack a day really young. And that was one of the things that I used to just overindulge in all the time. And not only that, but that, and then weed, and then I'd experiment with other drugs just to try and find some escape. And I don't do any of that anymore, and it feels really good. Okay, well, that's not true. Actually, I lied. I've been taking weed gummies every once in a while.
That's different though.
At nighttime to help me sleep and suppress the zoomies. And so that's been really helpful to calm my brain
like
down. Like
CBD gummies.
Yeah, like CBD, and a little tiny bit of THC, but I can't do much, otherwise I'll rock my world. But
I can't yeah, I haven't in a long time, and I can't imagine if I did now, I'd just spiral into anxiety.
Yeah, no,
Not
I
built
was
for it
scared.
anymore.
But that's how I was for like a long time after not smoking weed and stuff. Like it just gave me anxiety whenever I tried to do it again.
Well, how do you handle intense stress? When you start to feel really overwhelmed? Let's say like you just saw an article about something that our president did recently and you get really like upset about it. Like what do you do?
I have a panic attack.
What do you do that's healthy?
And then after the panic attack, I calm down. One of the things I think that really helps me is just having a good friend group and a good community that I can reach out to in all seriousness. I have a couple really good friends that I can just call whenever.
Yeah.
It's usually either when I'm in the car or when she's in the car, which is weird. One specific person, my friend Casey.
Well, especially women, like having like solid, awesome women in your life as a woman, it's so priceless. Like we need other women because we like help ground each other.
Yeah.
And it's like such a special bond that you can't replicate in other ways. It's like my closest female friends, I am obsessed with them. Like they're amazing.
Yeah.
And I just, even if we don't see each other all the time, it's like just knowing that they're in my life and that I can reach out to them. It's so comforting. And it just is amazing.
Yeah, those friendships are so valuable. Those connections are so valuable. And that's definitely something I tap into when I'm feeling really overwhelmed about stuff. Or I'll go the opposite direction and I'll just kind of shut myself off from the world, which sounds unhealthy, but actually, like for me, it's really helpful and just like quieting my mind down. And this is what I try to do. A lot of times, panic attack, but like panic attack and then punish myself in the gym. But like what I really try to do, like as far as like healthy coping mechanisms go, like I'll draw, I'll like indulge in my creative side. I'll just like do that and just turn off media, like won't watch any media or anything like that. And I'll just draw and just completely indulge in my creative.
For those that don't know, Sarah is an incredible artist, and she even, can I show them?
Oh yeah.
For video people.
Oh yeah, this is something I'm working on.
This amazing drawing of a praying mantis playing the drums is incredible.
And speaking of women, girls will be girls. Speaking of women, these are all the heads.
We love praying mantis.
All
women.
the men who wronged her. There's one there on the stake. Yeah, so she's playing drums over a pile of heads. Of
I didn't
men.
notice that. That's incredible.
Yep. So
that's so metal.
Girl power. Yep. So that one I just kind of randomly started drawing the other day, and then it turned into this insane, horrific masterpiece.
What's your favorite like art medium right now?
You know, I used to do a lot of wood burning and stuff, and I used to do like a lot of sketching and stuff. But the last year or so, I've been super into just black ink drawings. And I don't know. It's like I don't even start with pencil most of the time. I usually just start with a pen, and then it just
bold.
like, I know it's scary.
Committed.
But yeah, I'm serious about it.
She's not afraid of commitment.
I'm fucking around. But yeah, I ain't afraid of no commitment. But so that's like mostly, yeah, like a lot of my art, a lot of my art too. Like I have a couple in here that are really just symbolic. Like I won't even really do it intentionally, but then I'll look at it later and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, so art does amazing things for our brains. So you kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but how do you balance social media and reality? I know you used to be more on social media and you've kind of gone away from it a little bit.
Yeah.
So like, what does that look like for you?
I don't know. I honestly I support social media for, reasons like your podcast and like your social media. Like I think that that's really cool, and I support it fully because you actually acknowledge topics and difficult things, difficult and uncomfortable topics. And so I think that's awesome. And I love that. However, I kind of detached myself from all social media just because with everything that happened last year and all the chaos, I mean, in the last few years, but all the really just horrible stuff, it was just constantly in my feed. And for me, as a person who struggles with like that self-control with doom scrolling and all that stuff, it was really starting to get to me. And there were all these things going on, all these posts around, it was like theories and like kind of conspiracies about what's happening. And,
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. Like there's one about like how they're, when they're trying to when they were shutting down DEI and like all those, organizations and all those things. Yeah. There was one about like women, like shutting down like the women's support group for Wildland Fire and all this stuff. And
yeah, Women in Wildfire.
Yeah, Women in Wildfire. And so all that stuff, I was like, I'm not going to have rights anymore. Like I just started to spiral.
Yeah.
And so I kind of detached myself from that, and I don't really indulge in social media anymore at all, except for Reddit.
I still I text you the memes that I really want you to see because I know you're not going to see it on Instagram.
Yeah. No, my friends and Liz, they'll send me like screenshots or they'll text me stuff now, which I appreciate. I don't know. Like if I sometimes will go on there and I'll snoop around a little bit and I'll look at her Instagram and a couple other things, and that's it.
Wow.
Pretty much. And then I have thousands of messages that people have sent me that I have not looked at. Oh my god, so many. Yeah, so I don't know, there's not much of a balance for that anymore, just because I don't really look at it. And so it feels good to me to detach, because I don't have a podcast, I don't have I believe in all these same things, but I'm not actively pursuing something like that. And if I was, I probably would be more into it. But honestly, at this point, I'm happy to be a little bit more ignorant to social media right now, and then find out things through Liz.
I think a lot of people feel that way too. It's like, it's too overwhelming. That's why I think it's so important to have joyous content in there as well. It doesn't invalidate things that are happening. I mean, I will say though, we normally, like, our podcast posts memes at the end of the week, but with all of the ICE shootings in Minnesota that happened, it just didn't feel right to post memes. It just felt like, no, this is a time of mourning. But that isn't to say like, don't ever post joyous stuff when bad things happen, because if that was the case, there would never be any joyous stuff. But it's just, approach with tact. But I think it's so important to have things that are enjoyable. Yeah, humor is huge. And speaking of that, what makes you laugh? What's something that you do or watch or listen to or engage in? What makes you laugh right now?
Well, one thing you just reminded me. Okay, I don't just look at ears when I go on there, but I look at the Dapper Shrimp Instagram page. They have a lot of really good shrimp memes.
I love the shrimp memes.
And I love
They're
those
so
memes.
weird.
They're so good. There's a couple Instagram profiles I follow that have some really just unhinged content, and I do love that stuff.
Yeah.
But what makes me laugh, honestly, is watching people is like one of my favorite things in the world. Like all the NPCs,
People watching.
yeah, like all the NPCs and just observing. Like,
have you had a good one recently?
Well, yes, actually. Okay, a couple days ago when I went antiques, I just needed to scurry around and like let my brain die for a little bit. And so I went to some antique stores and they're gonna close in 10 minutes. And I was like looking at pans, whatever. And then this old lady walks in really slowly with a cane, and they're like, "We're gonna close in a couple minutes."
You know she's gonna be in there for like an hour.
And she was like, "What?" And they're like, we're going to close in a few minutes. And she's like, "What?" And they're like, "We're going to close in a few minutes." And she's like, "Oh, I'll be quick." And she like very slowly just like makes her way.
Quick for her is like 0.5 miles
store.
per hour.
Yeah, I was like, she ain't leaving. She ain't leaving in 10 minutes. I'm sorry. But that was funny. Just
like that interaction alone took 2 minutes.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. But that, and then this isn't like really a interaction per se, but my boyfriend and I will just joke about how everybody's an NPC and we're living in a simulation.
What
all
does
the
that
time.
stand for again?
Non-playing character.
Non-playing character.
Like in a video game.
Just like a random person.
Like it's like somebody
Yeah.
who has like a line that like they always say, like, "Oh, like, you know, like, welcome to my shop. What are you in for today? What I have some new potions today. Would you like to check my stock?" Like stuff like that, you know? And so like we're always saying how everybody's an NPC, and like the NPCs are glitching and stuff. Like when we go in the Fred Meyer, the grocery store.
Oh, Fred Meyer is like NPC coded.
And like we always say whenever we go in there, it's like
who are these people that work here? These
he's
aren't
like-
real people.
yeah. And my boyfriend will be like, "They're having an update. They're glitching. They're all glitching." But there's this one antique store right down the street. My boyfriend and I have been in there like so many times. We've been in there because we live right next to it. It's like
Mhm.
literally a block away. We've been in there hundreds of times. And every time we go in there, the lady at the counter, the same lady, is always there. And she's always like, "Oh, have you seen have you been in before? Have you seen our upstairs?" And we're like, "Yes, we were just here like a week ago." Like it's just like she doesn't remember us or something. It's like this such NPC behavior. Like we
It's like
swear
the same like cadence to her voice.
Yeah.
The same inflection.
exactly same exact words, same everything. And every time like our mind is, we're like, "What the hell? Like how does she not recognize us at this point?"
That
So,
is so funny.
Just stuff.
I have a really good one. Well, I don't know if it counts as NPC, but it was just a weird comment and a weird thing for someone to say.
It probably counts.
I don't remember where I was, but it was like a crowd or something, and I'm walking, and this woman accidentally like bumped into me from behind, and she goes, "Oh, should have turned on your left turn signal." I was so
Like while walking?
I was so confused, and I just looked at her, and she was like dying, like she was like laughing so hard, like she thought it was the funniest thing ever. And I was like, "My left turn signal, like on my arm," because we're just walking.
What the hell?
It was just such
so
a
funny.
weird. I think Jesse was with me, and yeah, we were both just like, "What the hell?"
He probably went, "Oh."
No, he was just confused, like me.
Oh my God. I had another one that was really funny.
Well, a really great.
Oh, I remember.
I was gonna say a really great example. He passed away a couple of years ago now, but
That's
do
a great
Do you
example.
remember Frog?
Yes.
Oh my God. So for listeners, I just need to describe this really quickly. There was this man, an older man. I think he was in his 70s.
His name is Frog.
His name was Frog. It was in Eugene, Oregon, which is a very like hippie, colorful
Diverse.
town. Yeah, it's
Diverse in personalities and
yeah, there's a lot of like just wingnuts, weird people. There's no shortage of entertainment from watching people there.
mm-mm.
There was this guy, and Sarah and I grew up there, and there was this guy named Frog who
It's
would
like Laura of the town.
he was so famous in the town. He walked downtown all the time. He was always at all the Saturday markets, which is a big thing in Eugene.
He's
downtown.
He's a real NPC.
He's literally an NPC. And like I'd met Frog, I don't even know, like hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Like, and every single time he goes, "Joke books, you want a joke book? Yeah, I got a joke book for you." And he would sell joke books that he would make, and he put art in it, and he made all the jokes. But it was every single time joke book.
Do you
like,
have that book?
I don't know if I still, it's probably in storage if I do, but yeah, anyways, he was everywhere, and just joke book, like was so
It was
funny.
so
When he passed away, like people were mourning. Like it was like a
he was an
staple.
icon.
He was an icon.
Yeah. Well, and also for context, so he would push a shopping cart around town with his joke books and also a bunch of rubber chickens.
Oh yeah, the rubber chickens.
And he would make his way around, and that was like his life's purpose, was just to like
it's just joke books, and I don't know how he made his money.
yeah,
I don't know what he did.
Yeah, we didn't know if he was homeless or what, or like, houseless or what. Like
yeah. And he had this like huge gray beard, big bulbous nose. He wore glasses. He always wore this like tie-dye knitted hat. Yeah, he was he always and then the glasses, he would wear these like rounded like steampunk glasses. Yeah, that was a rest in peace, Frog.
I was trying to see if I could find his literally as you said, rest in peace, Frog. I just read this Reddit post.
Rest in peace, Frog on Reddit.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I wanted to find
some of his jokes were really raunchy. I was like, oh my god.
Ooh, yikes,
they're
buddy.
like some sex jokes.
Yeah,
and he was handing them out to like
ones.
everyone, all ages. That was hilarious.
Man, I really want to find like some of his jokes just so we can.
I don't know. I don't know if I can put those on the podcast.
Yeah, probably not.
But okay. Anyways, thank you for answering my topic questions.
Anyways,
the next part here is I went to a candy store.
Oh, this is another way that I find peace in this world is by trash.
So I went to a candy store and I found this, I'm assuming it's Japanese candy. I don't know what it is. It has a picture of a redheaded woman with an afro puckering her face like it's really sour.
Yeah.
And then there's a drawing of some pink candies at the bottom,
and with some arrows pointing to what they are.
We're gonna eat these live, and I don't know what they taste like.
I don't
excited. Actually know how sour they are. I actually love sour stuff. Like I love sour gummy worms.
All trash though. I like everything.
So here's some ASMR first. Okay. I don't even know what they're called. I don't know Japanese.
No, I'm gonna translate this package after.
Should we eat the whole thing or take a bite?
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Okay. They're not really that sour.
It tastes like what a plant store smells like.
What's that called when people hate when people chew?
There's a word for it. My ex used to be like that.
I'm so sorry if you suffer from that.
Oh, it is a little sour.
And you're listening. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is sour.
Mm-hmm. But it kind of tastes like a plant shop. I don't know.
It like sneaks up on you.
I don't know how else to describe it. It tastes like plants or like dirt. I think it's like cucumber or something. Okay, let's
cucumber candy.
It could be.
I don't know how to describe it. It just tastes like
how a plant store smells.
It tastes like sour cucumber.
Yeah, it tastes like sour plant store.
Tastes like a plant store.
Yeah,
I don't frequent plant shops that often, so I can't say.
I just translated it.
What is it?
It says, okay, this is all it says. Like, okay, so I wanted to show this.
Do you use Google Translate?
Okay.
No, just read it. What does it say?
Okay, so you point to what?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I will. This says, "What about you? I hate it so much." This part.
It says, "What about you? I hate it so much."
Yeah. And then this says C compatible, like SEA compatible,
like ocean.
Yeah,
compatible with the ocean.
Yeah, and then this says Damyoji Temple next, and then the next part says Mayoshi Umeko, and then the last part says Love Challenge with a bunch of exclamation marks.
Love challenge! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
What's the flavor though? Let's see.
Oh no!
Plum soft candy.
And I don't think that tasted like plum.
Masupa paste. Challenge.
Plum. Okay, now it's coming up with a bunch of different translations. I don't know how accurate this is.
I think it's accurate. Citric acid.
I just love
cooperate.
My favorite part is what about you? I hate it so much. Okay, well that was fun.
Anyway. Yep.
Okay, now
I'm gonna eat another one.
Now it's time for no, hold on. Just Wait. We did that part
They're
already.
gross, but I want more.
They're kind of weird. Yeah.
They're not gross.
What about you?
It's strange.
It's
I hate it so much. What about you?
love challenge. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Next segment is Ranger Tea. And I remember last time, that's when you told us your badger story, your bog story, and what was the other story?
Well, the last one you didn't include, which I was offended by, but I
Oh, because it was
understand.
way too long.
I understand.
You needed to condense your stories.
Yeah, it was hard. There's a lot of content.
You went off.
Yeah.
The ADHD is
I
strong.
was raw. I was raw that day. I didn't take any Adderall.
Okay, so what's a story you want to share? Just pick one for time because we have some fun Ranger rankings ahead of us. But what is one Ranger story you would like to share with us?
Bolts.
Bolts. Okay. All right. Take it away.
That was the bee that I should have used in the last episode.
Oh yeah,
There were
lightning
3
bolts.
bees.
Lightning bolts.
Anyway, so lightning. So last year was crazy for lightning storms. They in Southeast Oregon where I was working in like Nevada.
It was so insane. I remember because the Lightning Bug app shows you where all the strikes are.
Yeah.
And every day I would look at that and it was just so many.
Yeah. It was insane. And so actually like on a drive out to work, after in the beginning of our hitch, like I reported 3 fires that hadn't been called in yet in
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, near Summer Lake. So there was so much lightning that whole season. It was crazy. We were constantly running away from lightning. And we'd have to hike out, a few miles to these spots where we would collect data. And we would be hiking with all of our soil stuff, which is heavy, metal shovels and all this heavy stuff. And then we'd be, have all of our scientific measurements tools like tapes, and so we'd have like a big load and we'd be out hiking kind of far sometimes, and sometimes in like really gnarly terrain, like way up high on like ridges and stuff. And in the desert, like lightning accumulates kind of near those ridges and stuff, and near those higher points. And so like a lot of our plots happen to be on these really high points and stuff. And so there were several times where we got literally chased out by lightning. And
yikes,
my crew, I don't blame them for it, but I've experienced lightning and I've experienced very close calls, and so has Liz. And so we are very tuned in to like, when lightning is imminent, and in these storms during these situations, you take that seriously. If you haven't experienced that, I understand. It doesn't seem like it is very likely, but actually it can be if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. I've experienced close calls. I've experienced close calls in Colorado. And so out here in this job, I had that in mind, and I knew, I know what to do in those situations. It's really important to be cautious. And the 3 other people I had on my team didn't really take that seriously. I would look at the weather, and the weather isn't always accurate. It really isn't accurate very much because these lightning storms are erratic and they'll just pop up whenever.
And there's so many factors involved.
Yeah, there's so many factors. And so it hardly ever really tells you if there's actually going to be lightning or not. And so my coworkers would be like, oh, well, it doesn't say any lightning, but every day, regardless, there was lightning. Around noon, lightning storms would start to develop. So anyways, I was working, and we were working out on a plot. This is in Southeast Oregon, in the middle of nowhere. There was one road to get into this place and one road out, and it was 16 miles in. And that day, they did say that thunderstorms were possible. It actually said that. So I was like, okay, they're even more likely today then. And so an area we were driving through was called Dry Lake or something like that. This road went through this dry lake. The road was basically through.
I thought you were gonna say like Lightning Lake.
Lightning Lake. No, but this is a really interesting, funny story actually. But so the whole road is basically on this old lake, and it's 16 miles. And so if there's rain with these storms, flash flood. And so
you just get stuck instantly.
So I kind of mentioned that on our way in. I was like, hey, we're going through a lake bed here, and this is the only road in and out of this place. We really need to be, aware and pay attention to the weather as we're out here. And my coworker was like, yeah, well, I think it's going to be okay. And I was like,
oh my gosh, that's the final destination.
Yeah. So we get to our plot, and we're working on it. And sure enough, clouds are starting to roll in, some pretty gnarly looking clouds. And I could tell it was coming towards us. And so I saw that in the morning, and I noticed that, and I took account of that. And then they started getting bigger and started rising. And then it eventually turned into a pyrocumulus cloud. It was in a distance, and it was coming towards us. And I told my coworker, and she wanted to finish the plot. And I was like, okay. So we finished the plot. And then right as we're finishing up, the lightning starts striking right next to us.
Oh my God.
Literally like a mile away, maybe. and I could see it and hear it coming. And I was just like, oh my God, we need to get out of here. And so I was hauling ass. We get back to the truck, and the storm is full on hitting us now. And it's downpour, torrential downpour. It's hailing, it's gnarly. The clouds are black. It's insane. And so I'm driving, it starts pouring, it starts hailing. As soon as we get close to that cloud, it's like insane. And the road is just full of water. It's a river. It's a straight up river. It's like there's rapids coming off the road. It's like no one should ever drive on that. No one should ever in their right mind drive on that. But I drove through it, and I just kept my foot on the gas the whole time, and I was fishtailing because it's like kind of muddy, sandy, and luckily it's sandy. So I'm like, I drive through this whole thing, and this is like 10 miles of flash flood I drive through.
My God.
And just like hoping I don't go off the road. So our campsite was in this kind of higher area, but it was like kind of in this gully, in this draw. And so, but there's lightning everywhere. And so, you know, I wanted to be somewhere safe. The lead chose this spot, which I was like, okay, it's not a very good spot, but there's not much option out there. There's no trees, there's just junipers and stuff. So there's really not much else that would be protected, but we were still at like 6,000 feet. And so we get to our spot. I hear lightning again, see the clouds coming. I'm like, I know it's still coming. And so I am counting to see like how close the lightning is getting, and it's coming right over us. And my coworkers wanted to get their tents and everything set up before it started pouring. And so as they're doing that, I'm just sitting observing and listening and counting the lightning, the seconds. And I told them that when it got to 5 seconds, you know, a mile, that I was going to get in the truck and take cover. And I hoped that they would follow me in that, because I wasn't the lead or anything. So, you know, it's not my place to order people around, but I was just suggesting, like, you know, hoping that they would take something from that and follow me. I count to 4 seconds, which is like less than a mile. And I see the lightning strike on top of the ridge above us. And my coworkers are scrambling to get their tents set up. The one person I had worked with that day, she had kind of quickly done it because I think I got into her head. You know, I kind of made her realize how dangerous it was, or she kind of realized the danger. And then the other two, one of them, the youngest guy, was not fazed by it at all. Like, he was just slowly going, setting up his tent. And I was just like cringing, like, oh my God, he's going to die. Like, he's going to get struck by lightning. I count to 4 seconds and I hop in the truck. My coworker I worked with that day gets in with me quickly after she sets her tent up. The other two get in the truck about 2 minutes before lightning strikes our area. The radio starts going off. It starts making weird noises, like this weird clicking noise. Like, our truck starts making this clicking noise.
It reminds me of, what's that movie where they like the Twister?
Yeah.
It's Twister. It's scary.
Yeah. I just knew that something gnarly was going to happen. Like the radio, because we had the radio.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Like the static on the radio was going, like it was clicking. And then like our handheld radios.
That's a no.
Yeah, we had our handheld radios on to communicate with the truck, and then we ended up turning them off because you can actually get electrocuted with those, because they can arc, because they send out, you know, a signal, and so the lightning can actually basically latch onto that, and you can get electrocuted. So you're supposed to turn that stuff off, and so we ended up turning our handheld radios off.
It's another Final Destination move there. Get you through the radio.
And so I'm sitting there, the radio's making weird noises, and then all of a sudden, I just start feeling weird. Like, I start feeling just, I don't know, like lightheaded and
like the pressure. Yeah,
something. And then my environment just gradually got really bright. And then all of a sudden it was super bright, and then a huge bang, and it was like a huge crackle, instant lightning. Where we were, we got struck by lightning. Like, that's literally what happened. We got struck by lightning. And I've never experienced that in my life. Like, that sensation of just, it was like it came on really slow. Like, the light came on really slow, it felt like, and then it just all of a sudden was like boom. And
oh my God,
it was so loud, it hurt our ears. It was so shocking. Anyway, so it was crazy, because I'd been trying to convince these people for weeks the danger of this stuff and how we need to be really serious, like take it really seriously. And no one believed me.
I hope that they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
There's nothing quite like the feeling of, you know, something is true and you know something's going to happen and people don't believe you, and then it does. And you're like, I told you.
I fucking told you. Just watch.
That was riveting. Thank you for your
Sorry,
bolt.
that was a long ramble.
No, it's okay.
I'm kind of unorganized.
I love the bolt story. It was exciting. It had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Ranger rankings, and we are going to be especially unhinged this time. I don't know if we're gonna get through all of these, but I just love these questions. Okay, what's a normal thing that just irrationally annoys you?
God, there's so many. I guess going back to NPCs, people talking to me and thinking that I want to talk to them. Like random people.
The audacity.
I'm sorry, that sounds mean, but like people at stores trying to make conversation with me when I'm like
so
not
small
in the
talk.
mood.
Small
I guess
talk.
small talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's relatable.
Well, because I had one, okay, just tiny thing. There was another store I went into, and this lady was making small talk with me as her husband wrapped my thrifted item for like 5-10 minutes in the back. And I'm like, I just want my thing. Like, and so I have to make small talk with this lady in this tiny store. And she's asking me what I go to school for. And what do you want to do with that degree? What do you want to do? And I was like, she's like, what's your dream job? I'm like, well, I had my dream job, but it's gone now.
I mean, sometimes those conversations can be surprisingly fulfilling, especially once you realize the person might have some connections or
Yes.
like things they can suggest to you. But I don't know. I feel the same. Like, I have to be really in the mood to have small talk with random people.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm already in the mindset of I'm probably going to talk to a lot of people, that's fine. But if I'm planes, airplane, if you sit next to me on an airplane,
that's a bad one,
and you start talking to me, I'm going to be so upset.
No, that's not a place to talk to me. That's not a place to talk to people.
I hate that. I'm like, do not. I'm gonna put I put headphones into just like the universal signal, and then I have my book, so I have double signal. And having that, the last plane I got on, the lady next to me just started talking to me. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah, when Brennan and I went to Scotland, there's this lady who really wanted to talk to me next to me, and she kept commenting on me and like my shoes. And, I mean, sorry, this is bless her heart. Like she was,
not the bless her heart.
Bless her heart. She was sweet, like she's nice, but I just don't want to talk. And I was struggling to get really comfortable because it's a super long flight. So I was laying on Brennan because he was taking up like my whole seat anyway.
She's talking to you while you're like laying on somebody.
I'm like trying to get comfy on him, and she's like, "You guys are so cute," and I was so grumpy because I was so uncomfortable because I like had sacrificed half my seat for my giant boyfriend, and so I was like, trying to like deal with it by laying on him, and she's like, "So cute." I'm like, I do not. This is not a cute situation.
Do not look at me. I am upset.
Anyway,
okay. Next one is what's the worst superpower you can imagine? My mind immediately goes to something involving poop, but
I was thinking like being able to turn anything into poop.
Actually, that would be pretty awesome in certain situations.
Donald Trump poop.
Or just poop. Everything on his desk.
Floor poop. That would be hilarious. Oh my god.
That would be so funny.
I'm trying to think of one that would just be like not very convenient.
I think one that would really suck is if you had like slug slime on your hands at all times.
What would be the
like you were just slimy. Like you just have slug slime. That's your power. That would be a really bad superpower.
Yeah, it would be. I wonder where it would come in handy.
I don't think it would. I think that's why.
Salt would kill you. You couldn't eat salt.
You can't eat salt with my hand. Well, with your hands.
Yeah. Is it just your hands?
You can't do a pinch of salt.
Your whole body isn't slimy? It's just your hands?
I mean, that would be probably worse.
That would be horrible.
Okay, so slug slime, that's my answer.
Super slow speed is going to be mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I mean, if you're an actor in a movie, you need a slow motion scene. I guess that's the only time I can think that would be handy.
All you can do is slow yourself down. You can't speed yourself up. You can just only get slower.
That's what that lady's superpower was that came into the antique store late. Super slow.
Yeah, the super slow speed. Yeah.
Okay, next one is, what would your warning label say? I think this is a really stupid question, but because you call yourself feral all the time, I thought this would be applicable.
This is appropriate, yeah. I'm just trying to think. I feel like the only thing my mind can go to is unhinged. Like disclaimer, unhinged, or warning, unhinged. Warning, do not have candy. I don't know.
I would be love challenge.
Love challenge.
These candies. No, I think my warning label would probably say like don't engage unless you're serious or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Like,
Warning,
I just
sassy as fuck.
it's so stupid. It's like a shirt.
Warning, that was like bling and stuff.
Some like cursive
Warning,
sign.
Diva.
It would probably just be like like expects more than the bare minimum. That's
No.
probably what mine would say.
Yours would be warning. We'll argue.
Bring snacks.
We'll argue to the death.
Am I that argumentative?
You're just good at debating.
Am I? Because I feel like that's a skill I need to get better
You'd
at.
be a good lawyer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I want to get better at debating because sometimes I feel like cats got my tongue in certain situations, and I'm like, God, I wish I had said this.
Well, we've had
Not like with friends, but with political things.
Being able to engage in like a healthy debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I was better too because I just get mad.
I get like my heart rate starts going and I get not anxious because I'm like scared, but just because
really
I'm
passionate.
I just get a ton of thoughts at once and I have a hard time like pinpointing it on the spot sometimes. I can get through it, but I often like will have to stumble a little bit.
Yeah.
So I want to get better at that. But okay, next one is
Okay,
anyways, I don't want to talk about me anymore. Now I'm anxious. Okay. Socks on or off while sleeping?
These days on. Because when I lived in my camper, it would get so fucking cold in there and it would take me so long to warm up. And so I'd have to climb in like my 20-degree bed. And so I put on like all my layers.
Those days when I lived in my van.
Yeah. And so I started sleeping with socks on and I looked it up. I don't know what I looked it up on, but I saw something that said that you can
so like Quora.
That you fall asleep faster when you wear socks. Which there actually is some truth to that because if your head is warm and your feet are warm, then your body has an easier time going to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that, but it's like a weird survival thing.
I hate socks on at night.
I figured.
My feet feel trapped.
So they're in prison.
They're in prison. They're in foot prison.
I like to put mine in prison.
I do something Jesse hates. And that's
leave them all over.
Well, yeah. So I'll like go to bed with them on and then I'll like use my big toe and like take them off and then they'll just be like in the bed and it's like Jesse's nightmare. He hates it.
Yeah, I do the same thing all the time. And then a lot of times I'll wake up with just one sock on, which is weird.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just changing it up before I get stressed. Okay, if someone found your search history but could only see one day, what day would you hope they didn't see it?
Oh my God.
I kind of have an idea of what you're gonna say.
What do you think?
When you look up like butchering animal stuff, because you do a lot of like taxidermy.
I'm proud of that.
I look a little psycho to somebody.
Somebody might think I'm a little crazy if they see that. The ones I'd be most embarrassed about is when I think there's something seriously wrong with me, like an ailment, and I'll go into a rabbit hole of like what it could possibly be. And then I'll like get really in depth.
Like, what does this bump on my face mean? And then you somehow end up in some really dark
yeah,
medical
really
section.
Gnarly, like leprosy or something.
How to get rid of leprosy quickly.
Yeah, that or if I'm looking into my mental health stuff. Because sometimes I feel like I'm actually insane. And so sometimes I'm like, am I like actually clinically insane? Like, I hope nobody's looking at this right now. Like,
mine's really embarrassing, and I'm gonna get very vulnerable for a second. I'm already uncomfortable. Mine would be, so I love to read fantasy books.
Oh, it's
specifically romantasy because I love it. I just love I love love. I love
reached that phase.
I love a good love story.
I love love.
Well, it really helps. I mean, talking about finding joy when there's all this bad news. Like I love reading, getting immersed into this. I've done it since I was a kid, like reading Harry Potter and Enchanted Forest Chronicles and like all the things I used to read. I did love Twilight in middle school. I did
too.
Team Edward. Anyways, so reading these adult romantasy books now, they're so good and they're so captivating. But I'm a very visual person, and I want to know what like the characters might look like. And there's a lot of fan art, and so I'll go online and search like the main male character and the female character, and like I'll like try to find them. And so then all of a sudden my search history is just full of these like hunky like fae like fairy men.
AI generated fucking.
I hate the AI I usually try to look at like fan art, like the stuff that people have created. There is a lot of AI that pops up, but yeah. So if somebody looked at my search history, they'd be like, "What the fuck is she looking at?
She into?
Who is Zool?"
That's fucking hilarious. You definitely.
So that's mine. Please don't look at
My
that.
God,
Don't judge me.
I would love to see that. Does Jesse know about this?
Yes, and he's very supportive.
He is. That's good. That's a good-
He makes jokes out of it. He's like I'm not, he'll say like when I'm not like one of your shadow daddies or something. He's a great sport.
That's a good man.
Very supportive. I know he doesn't make me feel bad or make me feel stupid for liking slightly stupid things. So very grateful for that.
That's why they're engaged.
It's true. Okay, next one is: would you rather be haunted by a ghost who critiques you or one who overshares?
Critiques. 100%.
You want them to critique you?
Yeah, I want that.
But damn.
I like the punishment.
They're like, you look ugly today.
Fuck you. I like a good argument too.
Oh,
That's
it's like
something.
arguing with your inner demons.
Yeah, like my brain already does this. You know, my brain craves dopamine because with ADHD you don't generate enough, and so I sometimes
It's like,
go
you're
to
gonna wear that.
yeah. So sometimes I seek stimulation through arguments, and so that might be good for me. I don't know.
Damn, I would cry. Don't say that.
I want to be a better person. You know,
Oversharing might be interesting because who knows what they're gonna talk about.
oh,
I don't know.
I don't
Like
know.
all the people they've haunted.
Can you
I'd
imagine?
Love to hear that.
but it'd be forced upon you all the time.
I mean, it doesn't say that.
I don't know if I could hold it.
It doesn't say all the time. It just says like they're just. I don't know. I guess I don't know
Be
haunting
haunted is
rules.
so general. Yeah. What
Does
is, well, does anyone know the haunting rules?
Well, they have to be in a house. Apparently, ghosts can't leave the structural footprint of a house, which I always thought. Jesse and I laugh about that all the time. We're like, why can't the ghost just go outside?
Yeah.
Like they have to be in a
They
house.
have to be tied to the house.
It's so
I guess
funny.
I could leave and then I could just go
Yeah.
outside and just be like,
Okay, give me a hot take. What's your take?
I have a lot, but that's really hard on the spot.
I know.
You start with one,
Okay,
and then I'll think of mine.
I had one that I thought of earlier. Let me think about it.
Hot take. These are amazing.
Oh, I guess I don't know how hot of a take it is, but it's just a take. But I think if your child starts screaming in a public place, you need to remove yourselves until that child calms down, and people shouldn't have to endure listening to your screaming child in public. That is my hot take.
Yeah. What if they can't take him anywhere though?
Why wouldn't they be able to take him somewhere?
What if it's like? What if they're
So, like,
watching?
cemented into the floor?
What? Yeah. What if they're like watching their husband's speech?
That's even worse. Definitely take him out. He's
Or they're-
interrupting the speech.
Hmm.
I just hate it. I literally ate lunch before I came over here at a restaurant, and there was just this child behind me just screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
The parents are just like, "Oh my gosh, like it's okay, like no." And I was like, God, just take him outside or take him in the bathroom or something. Like
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, it happens all the time. Like we're forced to endure screaming children
Yeah.
more often than is fair. So that's my hot take.
Trying to think of what my hot take is. Hot take. It's completely acceptable to eat broccoli, chicken, and cheese microwaved for dinner 2 weeks in a row. Real hot take though. She's gonna think I'm so gross. Everyone's gonna think I'm gross. I don't care. The best ice cream still to this day is either cake batter ice cream with gummy bears, which I've been getting since I was like 5 years old from Cold Stone, or cotton candy ice cream with nerds in it.
I don't think that's gross. I think it's very intense, but it's not gross. I just don't like the gummy bears because they get too like hard.
I like it.
And then I don't enjoy
That's
it.
the good part. Brandon thinks I am an abomination. The fact that I eat that stuff. Yeah.
I remember when we were kids, and like every once in a while, when our parents would take us to Dairy Queen, you'd always get the Nerds Blizzard, and then they stopped making it.
I'm
You're so sad.
I talk about that all the time. I still talk. So that's how I try to recreate it with the cotton candy and the nerds, and it's kind of similar. But that was the best Blizzard in the world. Oh my god. Nothing
Okay.
beats that one.
Last question is, what is your favorite comedy?
Nathan, for you.
Nathan, for you. Yeah, I figured you were gonna say that. That's what makes me so uncomfortable
Right now.
but it is really funny.
I haven't watched it in a while because my boyfriend and I, we got just way too uncomfortable by it, and we had to take a break for our mental health.
He is the weird kid in your neighborhood that grew up and got his own
so
show.
weird. Favorite comedy though, like actually like movie or
Yeah, I mean, a movie or a show, whatever. I'm thinking of a movie for mine.
what movie are you thinking of?
Super bad.
That was a good one.
I love Super. I saw it like 3 times in theaters when it first came out
you know.
because I was obsessed.
I remember.
And I don't just that the soundtrack is so good. The actors like Jonah Hill,
Yeah.
and Bill Hader, Seth Rogen, and
So good.
Emma Stone. That was like I think that was her first movie, and how it's just so funny, like McLovin, and it's just such a classic. And I miss those days where you could just go to a movie theater and like everybody's just dying laughing together. Actually, the most recent I've
I just
experienced
thought of
that.
something really funny. Okay.
Well, the most recent I've experienced that same feeling that I haven't had since Superbad was seeing Friendship with Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd.
Mhm.
Have you seen that yet? It's
Is it
so
good?
fucking
Friend,
funny.
I love Paul Rudd.
I mean,
He's still my
Tim
celebrity
Robinson is one of my favorites. He's so funny. Paul Rudd's amazing, and we went to, so people that like love Tim Robinson, it's kind of like a cult following, but it's gotten like way bigger now that
Yeah.
he's gotten more famous. But we're in the theater, and literally like the very first line, like it wasn't even that funny of a line, but because it was him, everybody's just laughing so hard, and we were like, oh, we know this is gonna be a great experience, and it was so funny. Everybody was laughing together and like making jokes, and it just felt like all these random strangers in the same
I
building
love
laughing
that.
at something is just such an
That's-
incredible feeling.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I'd say Superbad, and then I'll just give Friendship the honorable mention because that one was just so good.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I need to go back to hot takes
Okay.
really quick. Okay, so this is gonna be really funny, and I forgot to tell you about this. So Brennan and I were talking about like discontinued things that we're really sad about, and Nerds came up, Nerds Wizards. But you know what also came up was Juice Squeeze.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love those.
and
And then
about those.
and then Blueberry Morning.
Oh my god.
And so
Oh,
I need to share this with you.
this is my like most like boring white person thing that I love is Blueberry Morning cereal. It's so good.
Okay, so I have to read you.
It's that I found it at a Rite Aid like not that long ago.
So they don't make Blueberry Morning anymore. It's called something else, but it's changed. And okay, so listen to this guy. We found this on this amazing.
is it somebody that also is like a diehard Blueberry Morning fan?
Yeah, but it's
Yes.
so funny. Oh my.
We stand for Blueberry
Oh,
Morning.
hang on, I gotta read this to you. It's so funny. Oh my god. Hang on, I have to find the post. Okay,
Oh my
so we
gosh.
found this website that's called. We found this post on this website called Coal Pale, which is basically a
Okay.
website for people who use coal for heating. But it's like the old internet. It's like an old forum page. They have all these old topics.
The
of-
old internet.
yeah, it's like the old internet. It's like this coal. It's like this community of people who use coal to heat their homes. But there's like all these.
Is
other,
that's not good.
there's all these other.
That's not good for you.
Yeah, but there's
That's
all.
dirty energy.
Okay, I need to find this post. Oh god,
They just like have severe lung issues.
Blueberry Morning. But we just stumbled upon. We were on the phone because he's far away for work, and we stumbled. He found this post and read it to me.
Oh my god.
Okay, I found it.
Okay, so wait, before you read it, I want to give preference to, or context to listeners. Blueberry Morning was this cereal that me growing up. I think it's made from like Kroger or something. I don't know.
Post.
And it's just like kind of like Special K, like some flakes, and then it
And
has
some
like
nuts and
and
some
some like
berries.
some like sliced almonds, and then
Yeah.
blueberry, like dried blueberries.
Liz was
But I was
obsessed.
obsessed. She
She
was
was
like my
obsessed.
favorite cereal ever. I just was,
She
like I
loved
said,
it.
the most boring white person thing about me ever. But I loved it. And then they stopped selling it, and I got really sad
Yeah.
because I couldn't find it anymore.
Well, then we found it at Grocery Outlet one year, and there were like 4 of them, and you bought all of them.
It was at Rite Aid.
Oh, Rite Aid. That's right. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, so Brennan found this post, and it says the title is "My Breakfast is Ruined."
What's the date?
It's from 2009.
Please read me. My breakfast is. What's his name?
His name is Freddie.
Freddie. Call me.
He's
call
a
me Freddie.
member of coalpale.com.
That sounds like something from. I think you should leave. Or Tim and Eric. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so here it is. I'm addicted to post blueberry morning cereal. It has dried wild blueberries. Yum. I opened a new box this week, and what? They replaced the wild blueberries with high bush blueberries. Yuck. Maybe some people don't realize, but the wild ones are not only much more flavorful, they have 40% more antioxidants than the high bush blueberries.
Wow. Look at them with the 40%.
I thought, how could they do this to us and not tell us? I looked on the box, and sure enough, 60% larger blueberries. Like, that's a good thing? I phoned and complained. Whoop-de-doo.
Of course he did. Hell yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. They're going to send me a coupon. For what? I told her I cannot eat them and won't be buying any more. So maybe some of you kind souls can do me a favor. A flavor favor. Call and complain for me.
A flavor.
If enough people call, maybe they'll realize the mistake they made.
This is like call your reps and senators, but call your
Blueberry.
call your post hotline.
So he attaches the numbers and he says, express your disbelief that they thought it was a good change. Tell them they are not only less flavorful, but that they have 40% less antioxidants, and those changes are why you
get
can,
that number
and why you can no longer eat them. Be polite, please. I said, they may be 60% larger, but they have 80% less flavor. It's so good. I was crying.
He's cooking, dude.
Yeah.
He's absolutely cooking. Does it go on anymore?
That's it, but there's a bunch of responses to it, though. I think that somebody agreed.
Can we please look at the responses?
Yeah. Okay. Somebody said, be happy they didn't replace the wild berries with chilies.
At least they didn't shit in it.
By the way, they also made a change to the Post Select Banana Nut Crunch. It just doesn't taste the same. I like mixing it with their Post Cranberry cereal.
It's the most white people thread ever.
Hey, Freddie, I got an unopened box of Post Select Blueberry Morning Cereal. I also have a newly opened box. I'll sell them to you for cheap.
It's like slinging Blueberry Morning on the internet.
Somebody told him to go in his backyard and pick some since he lives in Maine.
Oh, he's a Mainer. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the wild blueberries.
Yeah, and then there's just a bunch of people talking about, there's a bunch of responses.
Oh my gosh. Colepale.com.
Yeah, cool.
Who are these people?
Brennan and I went into a rabbit hole on this for like 3 hours.
America is a weird place.
But I was so pleased to find this because, yeah, the old.
I am also pleased that you found this. This is incredible.
Yeah. The lady says, I remember camping up at Bar Harbor and picking those suckers for hours. Nothing tastes like them. And then they talk about all the. It just becomes a blueberry conversation.
It becomes like blueberry appreciation.
Yeah. And then this is what he looks like.
Oh my god. He just looks like a normal white man in his 60s with the dog.
That's Freddie. He's very disturbed by
Freddie, I'm on your team.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Bring back Blueberry Morning.
I don't really care about the size of the blueberries.
Yeah, you just want it to come back.
Size doesn't matter, Freddie.
No. It's fine. Anyway, so I just had to share that.
Thank
because
you.
I
That's
thought
like
that was,
the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
But
oh my god.
I know, dude. It was so well, and also, so they do still make it, but it's called Blueberry Crunch by Post. It's the same exact thing, but it's tastes different because it has 40% less antioxidants.
I have not seen it at any. Did you text it to me? Hell yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you about that.
I will share this on our page for
Please
sure.
do. Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
Anybody else?
I don't know if anyone else.
Anyone else on colepale.com?
Yeah, everybody on Colepale? Well, there's a bunch of different topics. There's like kitchen and gardening and like all these things. And it's like a coal website.
They're like, we love coal.
Like their front page is like, it just talks, it just spits out a bunch of coal facts.
Is it like a company?
No, it's just coal.
Does it have like an about?
It's just, this is it. Like,
Who runs this?
Welcome to
And why
Coal-
are there so many people on it? This feels like chair company.
people still use it too. Like there's a recent post on there. It's like
Oh
the
my
old
gosh.
internet. Anyway,
That is
so
amazing.
that was a gem that we
Thank
stumbled
you for
upon.
sharing.
You're welcome. Yep.
Okay, well, that wraps up our very unhinged, silly episode. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing.
You're welcome.
This is
I
amazing.
could not let this end without bringing that up. I
Did
forgot.
this candy have a bad aftertaste to you as well?
Yeah, I need to try another one though.
It's weird. Well, thanks everyone for listening. And I know we didn't answer the question of how to get through bad news and to find joy straightforward, but we did give you some distraction, and hopefully you are able to find people that also make you laugh, find things that make you laugh, and remember that, you know, times are really tough and everyone is feeling it in different ways, and the best thing you can do is to take care of yourself first.
Or go to coalpail.com.
Go to coalpail.com and find your community. And just remember to take care of yourself and to find people that bring you joy and things that bring you joy. So yeah, thank you, Sarah, for joining.
Thanks for listening to the Unhinged content. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that this brings you joy in this world full of chaos and terror and joy.
And there's lots of good things.
Yeah, so there's lots of good things, including this podcast.
Yay.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for joining us this week. If you enjoyed listening to this episode, tune in again next week. Rangers of the Lost Park streams new episodes every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Pacific time on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please download, subscribe, and give us a review. Check out and subscribe to our Patreon for bonus content and more perks as a Ranger friend. See show notes for relevant links. Thank you so much for your listening ear and for supporting us. We are Rangers of the Lost Park,
encouraging you to Ranger on.
That's right. Bye.
Bye.